Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're made possible also by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, Hates and Hellfire, a dark secret is claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, a cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. And if you're looking to stand against the forces of darkness, I hope to see you in a couple weeks. That's right, we are barreling towards IndieCD.com 3. Vendors, please reach out to my lovely wife to make sure that you can reserve your table space. It's going quick. All right? Excellent. Now, let's get on to how was my weekend? Accountability. Interesting one. Mandy and Sandra were both sick, so I did a lot of taking care of them. I was sick too, didn't want to admit it. So I had this habit of finding myself on the couch and losing a couple hours. So, okay. Did it delay several of our plans? Yes. Did Mandy have a lovely Valentine's Day anyway? I'd like to think so. She enjoyed her presents. She enjoyed her little card, and treats will be acquired when we are all feeling good enough to enjoy them, which just makes sense, I would think. Not much writing. I have started work on some new bookmarks for the table at IndieCD.com, and we'll see how that goes. I'm also reaching out on a few more projects. Now that I'm done with the lettering project off my menu, I get to be very excited about that. I also will be sharing something from a friend of the channel, Damien Waldron. He's got a GoFundMe. He's trying to raise money to take a master course in toy marketing and production. And since that's his business, I'd like to try to help him out. So I will be running his stuff probably starting Wednesday. Today I had some things to take care of before the stream that popped up, as they often do. For me, it was a big weekend because many of the leaks from Toy Fair got confirmed, so I got to sit back and look at what new blasters are coming out this year for Nick Knows Nerf related things. And I'll probably be doing an episode on that, as well as some other bits I've noticed. I'll look ahead to that. But mostly I'm in con prep mode. I'm going to be in con prep mode till the con. And enjoying this weather because, oh my gosh, it's nice. I'm getting things done. It doesn't get much better than that. I hope you got to enjoy some of this weather. I hope you continue to get to enjoy this weather. Now, as for the rest of my day, if the universe provides, and both Mandy and Xander are feeling up to it, there will be a delightful rundown to acquire some fish, possibly some shrimp, and maybe even a crab for my little tank, which has been running now for about a week without having any issue. So we'll be banging that out. Beyond that, not a lot that can be said or done. So I've just got, like I said, a bunch of con prep. I have some reviews and surprises I need to get out to a few people, and few projects. So we're just barreling towards all of that goodness. I am in a narrow window where two of my D&D players will be kind of wrapping up their time with us, and I'm kind of sad by that, or at least for the extended future, because our own Grim, who normally is on this channel, though I wouldn't be surprised if they're not, will be departing for a summer gig, and I wish them the absolute best. And another one who, because privacy, I won't drop their name, is in a window before they join the military. And it is a strange feeling, the being torn between completely supporting our troops and knowing I'm going to be living in a small measure of fear for the next 4 to 6 years at least for their well-being, because that's who I am. But fortunately, we're not losing everybody out to this, and it means things will be exciting. Sadly, there will not be a dawn at the at Indie CD this year, which is sad. We're year 3 in. It won't be the same without her, but I'm sure we could get into some measure of mischief. May do some organizational things. We're gonna see. Okay. But beyond that, I basically just need to spend the next week in production and finishing of projects to try to get things in time for the convention. So that was part of this weekend's original plan, but sick happens, and then we work around it. Okay? So that's where we are. That's where I am. We're coming into a week that's going to be warm and wonderful. So that means during the day, I'll be doing a lot more. During the night, I'm going to be doing a lot more writing and junk. And somewhere in between, I will be doing this stuff allegedly called sleep. But we're trucking. And that's all we can do, really, is move one step at a time towards our future. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I really don't feel like dawdling too much today because, like I said, I want to get into what you're doing and then get on my way. Not that I'm not planning to cut it short. Please don't think that. but I am planning to get some stuff done, and I'm seeing the chat actually fairly active. So feel free to hit me up there. And if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to drop in. I know a lot of people have been messaging me lately through the messenger. If you are watching and you are concerned about such things, don't be. The people in my chat are pretty much insanely awesome. So there's never a reason to really be shy around here. And if there's one thing you should know, it's that I will not tolerate bad behavior from anybody ever. So that's something you can rest assured. Because around here, my friends, we follow the teachings of St. Fafo the Just, and banhammers swing mightily and proud. And I have no qualms raining nope on just about anybody and just about anything that can't behave civilly. So that's where we stand. I have just enough wisps of hair that are getting into my eyes. I'm fighting the urge to hack it all off, but I probably won't out of vanity. I may later out of necessity. But that's just a matter of, we'll deal with it. But that's not today either. So, what I think we're going to do is drop an ad real early. I'm going to drop an ad. That way I can get into your comments because I'm seeing things come in. And some of the stuff that's coming in on my messenger is not really chattable things. Like, yes, I plan to show up on time for a couple of the things that are planned. But beyond that, we're just kind of rocking and rolling. So let's drop an ad. And then I will be back in 54 seconds. And we'll get into your comments, if that sounds groovy to you. Alrighty, let's see what we've got going on. We've got lots of comments. This is cool. First through the door is Foxy. And actually, I think first through the door is Inigo speaking for Foxy, which is a very good thing. A good dog should speak for their mistress first whenever entering an unknown situation. So, good morning, Inigo. May you get all the scritches you need, buddy. And to the people who don't know, Inigo has a habit. Inigo is Foxy Anthesis, who I assume is either lurking in the background, watching, waiting, one breath away from a crab dance. But their dog. And he likes to let his presence be known by tapping the number pad on the keyboard. So, good morning, Inigo. I hope you get treats. He's a good boy. Good boy, Inigo. Anyway, good morning, Inigo, and presumably Foxy too. Well, I would hope so, unless the dog has learned to fully log into the computer, which you guys may have a problem. Check your Amazon receipts. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. How goes? And good morning, Donna. Greeting everyone. And hello, my dear sweet Donna Carly in 2763. Or 63, who just know and love her. You're so cute, Woodsman dude. Oh, you guys are all romantical, and that's adorable. It's almost like there was just recently a romantical holiday. Yeah, Inigo said hello. Well, taking my meds for the morning. Well, good dog. You to be quite the tech doggo. Still better than some commenters I've had. Da, 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 ding. Don't I know it? So I've been watching a show about pretty dresses, and I swear he has opinions on some of them because he will look, huff, and then attempt to change the video. Glorious. Glorious. I feel that way too sometimes. Accountability. Did a show last night, but other than that, no writing. Oh. I'm going to have to try to get some time to catch up. I am sorely behind, and it's not by choice. I'm just a very busy fellow. Fashion conscious too? Yeah, that dog does everything. I guess so. Honestly, he seems to have pretty good taste. Wrong color on this one. Oh, no, not good cut with that. Not sure that goes with your hair. And good morning, Mags. How are you enjoying? The spring court basically has materialized for an early shanking of winter court holdings. I'm sure this won't turn around to bite us in the butt next month. That never happens. Hey, Trey, we're talking about Indigo's fashion sense, and it's so fashionable to talk about. Hey, Trey. And we got... Trey was delayed while she capped some munsies. You know, every time you say cap the munsie, I know you mean captured or whatever, but in my mind, I hear Trey's out capping munsies, and I see her dressed like one of those, like sometimes the Chinese secret agents with like the almost Lara Croft rig, just sneaking out some innocent QR code and just freedom dispensing. You know, it's chilling and kind of amusing because, you know, I have a weakness for women with just a bit of psycho in them. Anyway, how are you, my dear? And I'm not sure what's holding Dawn up. Hey, if she needs to rest, she can rest. If she needs to show up, she's always welcome. We're in a very mellow mind frame around these parts. I am delightfully chill. I am wearing shorts because my comfy warm pants were entirely too hot. And I got roasty toasty, and I am not rolling with that right now. It's been a morning, but I'm forcing it into line now. Yes! Yes! Feel it. Let the dark side roll through you. You guys. I love our sweet, happy Trey. I really do. She's kind and friendly and approachable. But every once in a while, she lets her psycho out, and I delight to the core of my being. There's a reason that she understands that Death Scythe is the best Gundam. My favorite Gundam isn't officially Gundam anyway. It's a mobile suit. Anyway, good for you, and hugs to Trey. When they say, seize the day, I'm sure some days it goes, by the throat. Insolent! Some days need it. Some days they do. Some days the only way you're going to get what needs done is by getting it done. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Mind your headphones and earbuds. And Botrix has successfully joined the channel. Watch his FedEx truck go by without stopping. Dang it! Oh! That reminds me. I got something in cool I want to show you guys. I haven't even unwrapped it. Yeah, okay. Dry erase boards are awesome. Anybody who's known me for a while knows I love them dearly. But check this out. It's an isometric dry erase board, which means I can easily do 3D render mock-ups before I scan and put them out or run them in something like Clip Studio. I say gesturing at what I'm working on. So this is going to be really cool because I can also teach Xander the wonderful world of three-dimensional drafting. I never thought that mechanical drafting course that I took in middle school would be quite possibly the most significant art course I took in my entire life. But it really rewired so much in my brain at such a crucial point. Great fun. That's why over there I have my triangles and stuff. If I break them out, there's going to be a coffee cup and people need to leave me alone for a while because I'm getting things done and I don't want to deal with the wonders of CAD. Some of us don't necessarily need the computer aiding it. And hey, Nick. Wow, Windy City is coming fast. Absolutely. Are you expecting something, Witzman? Dude, and only cigars. I need to find my business card for IndieCityCon. I'm sure I have some somewhere. Not by FedEx, would be UPS or regular mail. Sadly, yes, but hope springs eternal. I'm not going to say I have occasionally purchased very small things simply for the purpose of having something small coming in the mail to look forward to. But I have. It's a great way out of depression because at least, sometimes you got to have, if you don't have anything you're looking forward to, you set something up to be looked forward to. At least that's one of my tips and tricks. And Grimm is off somewhere for the summer. Will be. I think we've got a couple months. They should be at Indie CD. They better be. They've got a booth. Shenanigans for Dawn. Good morning, everyone. I hope that you had an enjoyable Valentine's Day weekend. It's the start of the week, and I hope that it's a good one that lies ahead for all of us. Indeed. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. We don't bite much. Hey, most of us understand the concept of consent. However, once you sign on the dotted line, you're ours. I mean, what? No. Emphasis on the insanely part of Insanely Awesome. We're not going to worry about what that was. Hey, Chris. Only if we're asked to, right? Exactly, see? Predicted 60 degrees here today. We're going to get to nearly 70 Wednesday. I have to find something that I can get that forge mounted to because I need to take metal and make it into things via heat and rage and hammer. Enjoy your row. Did you ever get rain? A little bit, but the next chance is Wednesday. Apparently, it has rained every single day since the 1st, like all year long, every day in England. They are just grimmed out in it. Morning. Good morning, Dawn. Now, Dawn is, of course, the mistress mind behind Buddy and Shorchat, her fanciful felines. But it's really tragic because she's not going to be at IndieCityCon. Oh, I know. But it's for a good and reasonable reason. So we are supportive. But we are shamelessly going to miss her, aren't we, Dawn? Oh! Anyway. I'm in a mood, y'all. But that's what you're here for, aren't you? Now, where are we? Dawn. Here comes the dawn. Shoop-a-doopy. And Angelina jumping on late. Had an check appointment. These things happen, my dear. We are here. We are happy. Life is good. Woo. Hey, Dawn Angelina. Hi, Angelina. Count this as your daily reminder. Now, I was saying that Dawn was held up because she was getting a Munzie too. And Dawn decided to start a load of laundry before leaving today and realized I had to book it to get Ted to radiation. It happens. It happens. And good luck, Ted and Dawn, always. And hey, Uncle Carl, consider me reminded. Hey, I tried to capture Monday yesterday, and it wasn't there. Don't you hate that? But at least I remembered to look for one. My shocked face. It happens. Must have been something your dad said. Or Viv. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's also about time for a little ad. Let's see, what ad should we run? You know, I'm going to run BCAM's ad.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
All about supporting folks like BCAM and making sure that they can get what they need to really prosper, because that's what we want. I want all of you guys to prosper and to have exactly what it is you need when it is you need it. Let me see. Aha. There we go. I am looking for something, so you'll have to give me just a moment. There we go. Aha. And copy link. Here we go. As I mentioned, friend of the channel, Damian Walgren, is looking to upgrade his ability to do his toy company. And since he's providing that to a lot of really great people, he's running a GoFundMe to afford a basically a training. And with as bad as things are right now, anything that can help anybody is probably a good idea. So I'm going to share that. And that's going out all over the place now. Ah, yes. Santastein is a great book, and it does make the heart beat. Right now, I am, reading update. Oh, God. It is a sad fact that my mind is playing a mild trick on me. I just purchased, and I'm going to be cuddling up with two mostly nonfiction books, and I need to bring up their names so I can make sure that I am getting them correctly. Yes, they are both by, is it Ian? Oh, Ryan North. And one of them is How to Invent Everything, a survival guide for the stranded time traveler. And the other is How to Take Over the World, practical schemes and scientific solutions for the aspiring supervillain. There's this author by the name of Ryan North is doing material that is tongue-in-cheek but educational. And I collect the understanding of skill sets the way some people collect playing cards. So I'm very excited to be digging into those two books. I wasn't going to buy the second one. That was not planned. But there have been a couple gift cards that were burning a hole in my pocket, and had an opportunity to get a good price on some books. So reached out and yoinked those bad boys. I had this crazy idea that if I buy something, especially on, in paper format, I have it now. And as long as that book isn't destroyed, I have it. They can't digitally go in and take it, which is probably a funny thing, but it is how I roll. And I've noticed that apparently one of my favorite DJs has posted a bunch of things. Cool. I'll check that out later. Now, it's interesting. I have looked into the book thinking that it would be useful, but it seems to be more of a coffee table book. So I would look into some of the reviews and the internals on that because I've nearly bought it myself. But my problem is it's halfway to like the complete encyclopedia of technical development. Because I know that's not the proper name for it, but basically it's an encyclopedia that tracks the complete development from basic Stone Age tech to supercomputers and how it was roughly done. But that's like a $200 volume, $500 volume, something set of volumes. It's an encyclopedia, like, a couple thousand pages. But yeah, I'd look at the internals of the book. I know which one you're talking to. Could be handy for next month. Yeah. I know now that the weather's more amiable, I will probably be doing some rather impressive gardening things and extensive plots on redoing some stuff. So I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I just have to get some things ready ahead of time. And that's what we're all about here. There's nothing wrong with preparing as needed, right? Right. Beyond that, I have suggested that you try, and this is for everybody, try to be self-sufficient in something. It doesn't have to be much, but at the bare minimum, getting a pot of cherry tomatoes does not take a lot of effort if you like cherry tomatoes or you like tomato-based products. And maybe you can grow other things. Likewise, hydroponics can be set up surprisingly inexpensively with surprisingly little floor space if you are interested. Even in an apartment setup for those of us who don't have yard access. I and my lovely wife will be building a lot of raised gardens in the near future. And I'm balancing right now my how do I put this? What will I need and what luxuries do I think I won't be able to get easily? And if I could get something that offsets luxuries that I wouldn't be able to get later that I might seriously miss, I'm going to engage in that. It's just a matter of conditions and conditioning. Mandy and Xander's birthdays are at the end of the month of March. So I need to be prepared for that. Oh, yeah. I've seen some really great channels on that. And if that's something you're interested in, I would look up. He's actually he's an Australian gent, but Self-Sufficient Me. Really great channel for giving advice on that. The Mid Gardener is another good one. I'm trying to remember our preferred garden channels because very soon we're going to be starting seedlings. Well, starting seeds for seedlings. And I'm not going to put stuff in the ground until I'm sure. And I have a bad feeling that we are going to pay for this bit of niceness severely in March. I could be wrong, but my gut just is sounding off on that one. So we will be looking out for that. But seed potatoes wouldn't be too problematic either to get started. So we shall see. And after we've seen, we shall overcome, because that's how we roll around these parts. I need to try that in some pots I have. There's also I'm sorry, I saw Chris's comment. You need to try that in some. There's some really neat rigs, especially for like herbs, where you can where you put in, and there's a small fish tank with like a beta in it, but you need to be able to remove it to access the beta. So you want to make sure you have the right kind. But the fish helps fertilize the herb garden on top of it. And yes, the bell just rang. And I believe so. The set's now done with therapy. I believe so. And yay! Did you slobber down? Oh, Pavlovian humor. Delightful. Oh boy. You have 2 areas in your house. Yes. And as the sane Virgo in the middle of this. Now, I will tell you, I do not hold much to astrology. Though I do find the mix of Western astrology versus Chinese astrology fascinating. It's something I have poked at in one of my many, many hyperfoci. And after a bit of research, without giving too much away, I am a rooster in Chinese zodiac, and apparently there's a medal assigned to that, and it's gold, which means I'm a golden. Yeah, that's right. And if you can't have fun with that, I don't know what can. But I don't want to have to knock the green room myself, so you guys will have to puzzle that out. And okay. Nope. If you want to know the reason for Carl's question, watch his show from last night. Yep. There's the stream at Carl Woodsman streams. Go on YouTube. Subscribe to this man. Most of the people that I have on my channel are people you can subscribe to and get a lot from. And after you're done subscribing to that wonderful, wonderful person, why not consider buying one of his books? Maybe, just maybe, something like this.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Alrighty. Let's see, where were we? Thanks, Don. Thanks, Nick. I'm proud of that book. Might be the best fiction I've written so far. Isn't that a great feeling? A lot of people will come to me, what's it like to write your own book? It kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a lot of work, especially if it's nonfiction or speculative fiction. It's kind of a problem for me. But that doesn't mean that it isn't worth it. It just means you have to put in the hours. My problem is I write too many. And yeah, especially if you have to weave real life events into the narrative, you have to be so careful. You have to be so careful not to be sued. I borrow pieces. I don't go the full rip from today's headlines, a Dick Wolf production. Dun dun. You know. Although Olivia Benson would have so many of our problems solved in like half an hour, it might be a 2-episode special. All I'm saying. And that's not just because I'd like to see Detective Elliot chokeslam a couple people. But that's neither here nor there. No. Writing a book is difficult. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of effort. And then you have to get it edited, if at all possible, which I wish I had better editing on some of my earlier books. But a lot of my earlier stuff was done before I had access to this group, before I had access to people who could edit. It means that I have to revisit some of my older stuff to do new versions. But that can't happen until after my convention cycle is done. And I'm about to jumpstart my convention cycle. So we will see. This is going to be a big year for me convention-wise because I'm still running too. We will see how we do this year, and I will speak to the vendors. This may be the last year for Indie CD. This may be the last year for StompCon, depending on funds and community interest. It'll depend on how everything works out. But I need to broaden where I am going and relative local conventions. So I'll be probably speaking with BKM. And though it sucks because the vast majority of my friend group all go to HalloCon. Thank you, HalloCon people. Thank you very much. But I have a sweet deal with LodgeCon thus far. And they just added a day. So my biggest event will be even bigger. I just have to have more planned for when the stuff is not going on. You know, because you would think that Bourbonnais, as relatively big an area, would have more food/activities, but they really don't. So it's a little rough, but it's just far enough. It isn't quite worth the commute back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to be tired, stressed, and sore and burn all that gas. We'll just have to see. And that's how it is. evolving prospect. Now, I'm thinking of doing more local festivals. Yes, LodgeCon. LodgeCon is held usually the week after. It overlapped Halloween this past one, and that tanked. But it's usually the first weekend in November, and that is in Peatone, Illinois, at the Will County Fairgrounds. Great event. It's a family friendly gaming event. Lots of really great vendors, lots of gaming opportunities. There's a decent cosplay competition. Basically, it's a lot of fun. It reminds me quite a bit of if you ever went to ArcticCon or RegionCon in their heydays. So I'm very proud to be part of that. I am also looking for reasonable opportunities that will fit in certain time slots. And I'm going to have to sit down and chat with our own BCAM about all of that. But we will have to see on that. Sorry, just got a notification about Mandy's birthday present. 6th to 8th. That sounds right. And there'll be an extra day for us because we'll be able to come in and set up partially a day early. So I'm really looking forward to that. It just means dealing with some shenanigans up until then. But yes, that sounds right. So I will have on my docket thus far this year are Indie CD, which is the let me write that down so I can always remember. Indie CD is March 7th, so 3/7. Let's see. And we know StompCon, which we're running, is 9/12. LodgeCon is 11, 6, 7, 8, which means 5 for me. So that will be right across my anniversary weekend, as is tradition, which means Mandy and I will have a lovely time there. I'm thinking of going to Connooga next weekend, Chris. Do you go? Have you ever been? And we'll wait for Chris's response to that. There are a couple other local festivals and fairs I might try to get in on. I have to check out the Earl Park one, and I have to check out the can you send out the India Concard? Sure, I could do that. I'll run an ad, and I will send that out for the ad. You guys can have a musical situation.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn, to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your Chair
Chair!
Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
All right, Carl, it should be hitting Facebook public right now with you tagged in it. And for folks wanting to write down the date for IndieCD.com, here's your information. Let me just put the homage to BKM away for a moment, because I like to remember where we came from. Free admission, IndieCD.com. Authors, artists, and creatives come together to promote independent creativity, featuring book signings from your next favorite authors, art, on-site art commissions, tabletop gaming opportunities, unique crafts, and so much more. March 7th, 2026, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., 410 South 8 Way, Site B, Fowler, Indiana, 47944. Super easy to get to. And with that, let's see, where are we? Okay, cool. We have some more comments. Thanks for the Munsey ad, too, and share. I've gone before, and I hate having to pay for parking. It's at the Chattanooga Trade Center, so no outside food. There are other hassles that has lessened its appeal to me. And share, and thanks, Dick. Of course, absolutely. And I did make sure that that was public, so it would be easy to share around for anyone who wishes to promote. It looks like Carl and Donna will be there, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. We will see what we can do on the vendor hall. There are a lot of people who I expect, but I think people have forgotten to reach out to me. Reach out to me, just let me know, and we will go from there, okay? Because I want to make sure that you guys have opportunities. I'm trying to get a couple new folks to come out as well. Someone has to come shenanigans. That'd be more. You'd be very welcome. Now, let's see. What else do we have? I have to reach out to my buddy, Jeremy. Okay, cool. A buddy of mine who's a former pro wrestler, it's his birthday. And I have to. So, you know what, Jeremy Bailey? Happy birthday, bud. I don't know if you're watching this, but happy birthday. I need to try to get him doing some shows. There may be a few new people starting to do shows in the near future. If I can get them rolling, I will be trying to fold them into our happy little band of miscreants. So that is coming. Got a comment. Yes, I did see the stuff coming out of Toy Fair. I am very excited about that. To the best I can tell, to answer the question that I got being what was the difference between the if I knew the new difference between the Nexus Pro X and the Nexus Pro X2, which are high-end Nerf blasters. Well, not high-end at all. They're high-powered, low-cost Nerf blasters by a company called Dart Zone. In this case, under the Adventure Force tag on Walmart shelves. Believe it or not, they're basically the same blaster, but instead of being in a deep purple, it's in a hot pink. They've removed one of the barrel additives. They got rid of the scar barrel. They got rid of one of the magazines, and they got rid of the kind of funky ACOG style sniper scope that really wasn't very good anyway. And they trashed all that for some more reasonable sites, much like the ones I ended up having to order for mine anyway, and dropped the price down $15. So it's now $35 on the shelf. That is insane. So just filling that in for the people who were asking, will I be getting one? Probably. but not for me. I mean, I might review it, but I have someone who just desperately needs one, in my humble opinion, and I want to corrupt him over to that. Christmas got very weird this year due to some illness in my family, so a couple presents are still fluting about, and yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do about making that. And to the people who've been asking, yes, there should be crafting videos in the near future for the Historical Fencing Guild stuff, as well as potential sparring pictures just as soon as our annual facilities maintenance is taken care of, which is something I may be starting on as early as today. I just have to rectify a situation with some unexpected items left in my yard. So we will deal with that. Let's see. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's not about this, guys. Sorry, a couple folks sent me some things, but it's not for this channel. So, with that, I think I'm going to run some of the run a few more ads because we got some good people who need stuff, and then I'm going to probably wrap up. It may even be a bit early, but you know, I'll run the thesis ad. It's summary.
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd at Thesis, and this is my TS. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
All righty. And since I read thesis,
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
and yes, I believe he has a game. I mean, game tonight. Yeah, he does. They're playing through. God, I can never remember the name of it, but it is a Chinese themed like MMO style game. They seem to be having a lot of fun with it. A lot of people do. Unfortunately, my evenings get 9 Dragons. Thank you. My evenings get rather busy, and while I have been wanting to do a game stream, every time I sit down to do something game related, I realize I have work I need to do. Oh, that's too bad. Let me see. That's okay. Is it set up already, Foxy? Uh, 216. Yeah. One moment. I got you. Here is no. Oh. Well, there we go. That should be okay. Well, we've got 2 links. One of them should get you there. We're all trying to help Thesis get some more eyes on his stuff because you know he does. He deserves it. Now, honestly, I'm excited to get going on my day. I have a lot I need to do. Some of it is workish. Some of it is kind of lame, and some of it is really exciting, fun, artsy stuff. So I will tell you as we are approaching the convention, since I'm going to be doing custom art and other projects, I will probably be doing unscheduled random streams. If I do an unscheduled stream, I will do it on my channels, being the Tockert channel, the Nicholas Tockert channel on YouTube, the Nick Tockert, I think it's Nick T_artist on Twitch, and the same over at Kick. But I'm planning to do random art streams, but since I don't want to overlap with anybody, we'll see that. And so we'll see some of you in 7 hours. Don't forget snacks and drinks. Bye for now. But yeah, folks, I got one more ad to run, and that at least, and then I'll wrap it up. Actually, you know what I'm going to do too.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Absolutely. Oh, we got a couple. Bye for now. Later, so have a great day. Everyone have a great day, and keep creating, keep drawing. Because if you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles, folks.